everyone. This is the Lovewell Real Estate team. We have myself, Margaret Hanson, Katie Lovewell, and Louise Lovewell, and we're here to give you our monthly market update. And I think Katie has some stats to show you.
All right, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to start. Hope you can see it okay. I'm getting used to a new computer. Okay, we're actually going to start in Fremont. So starting in Fremont, overall, what we're seeing in most cities now in the Alameda County is an overall trend in the median price, for the most part, flattening. Some cities will see a slight uptick or downtick, but for the most part, they seem to be flattening. And the general trend in most cities also is that inventory, while high either earlier this summer or in the fall, is definitely going down, which is very normal for this time of year and the season. Okay, so here's Fremont. Definitely, as you can see, prices leveling off, inventory down from where it was a peak earlier in July. Then we move to Hayward. Again, prices going down, inventory down. But again, like when you look at the inventory from where it was last year, twice as much as it was in the winter last year, but still overall from the high peaks of earlier this summer, it's down. And San Leandro, similar, although a slight uptick in price. And then moving to Alameda, which definitely was resisting the trend for a long time of a lot of other cities. Definitely the prices have come down, and inventory is generally higher than well, it's down from last month, but still higher than where it was. Oakland flattening out, inventory down 100 by 100 houses, a pretty good drop from the past month. Berkeley, slight uptick in price, inventory down from last month, but it definitely was, still on the maybe on a little bit on the higher side for this time of year. Castro Valley, definitely down in price, inventory going down. Pleasanton, very flat for a while with slight uptick this past month. At least in the median price. Average sales price looks like it's still going down, but inventory also down from the peak in June for Pleasanton. And Livermore, also prices going down and inventory down from where it was a month ago. So Louise and Margaret, would you like to add something? I'm going to stop my sharing. What you're seeing in the market as well.
I am definitely seeing that buyers are sort of holding back because they're thinking that maybe the market will come down even more. And, nobody has that crystal ball, but it seems that right now, if there's something out there that a buyer would like, the interest rates are not that bad. And the key is you are marrying the house, you're just dating the rate. So that's the deal. So just find something you like and know that you can buy it without 10, 15 other people trying to compete you and make you raise the price and, have no contingencies. So to me, that's really important. What do you think, Margaret?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that it's really huge to think about how many people are you going to be bidding against, right? As a buyer, that's a really big piece of the puzzle. And now competition is so down that I think we all agree that it's actually quite a good time for buyers to get in the market. You'll hear really differing opinions on that, but I think all three of us agree that if you want to buy, now is actually quite a good time to be looking and making those offers. We are seeing people being able to put contingencies into their offers. That's really common now, where that wasn't common before. So you have those protections as a buyer, which is really nice. So yeah, we say go ahead and get out there if you want to buy.
For sure. I mean, we just helped a buyer get into contract, 100,000 below the list price, and they had, two of their contingencies in place. And for a seller, we just helped to sell a home. He just sold a home to an FHA buyer, which again, if you're a buyer using a special program, which again, when there's many, many offers, it's difficult to be able to use those programs because they're often, they're more difficult. And so the sellers are always looking for the easiest. So again, if you're a VA FHA buyer, it's a good time for you to consider putting in an offer in a home because competition is way down. So Margaret actually, I think, had some good ideas about, reminding sellers about this time of year. So yes, it's overall more of a buyer's market, but it's still a good time to sell. So I'm gonna actually, Margaret, you had, I think, some thoughts for sellers.
Oh, just that, I think in general, we see activity kind of pick up soon, right? So at the first of the year, right now, things are a little bit slow around the holidays. But I think that one thing that we were talking about earlier is that, there's so many different ways that you can slice it, right? Sometimes it's good to be on the market when there aren't a lot of other houses on the market, because you're also thinking about competition, right? What are other buyers looking at? So right now there isn't, there's not all that much. We saw like inventory dropping off, right? So if you have a house to show and it shows really well and there aren't a lot of other houses in your neighborhood for sale right now, it could be a good time to go on the market. However, then at the same time, we know that buyers always kind of come back. The feeding frenzy comes back a little bit in January and then leading into the year. So it's just something to talk with your realtor about, the timing of things. And of course, what's your timeline for you selling and what do you need? And then we will tell you what we think the market, what's happening in the market and what would be a good timing for you.
And Louise, do you have anything you wanted to add?
I totally agree. I think sellers can still sell in this market. And there are sellers, our last two sales definitely had multiple offers, but they priced the homes right. And pricing it right is the key. Pricing is right. The location is good. All the things line up of what the buyer wants. It will sell. So I agree with both.
I think that's so right, Louise. And pricing it right is like the number one thing, isn't it, right now, if you're selling? I mean, we're seeing so many homes sit on the market for too long, and it's because they're overpriced. And then, as Louise always says, you're chasing the market down, which is, not something that you want to be doing. So you want to price it competitively from the beginning so that you get a lot of people interested. That's what happened recently with our sale in Oakland, is we had multiple offers and it was priced right. And that's how you get the interest. And so as a seller, just know that when your realtor is talking to you about that, a strategic price, it's for those reasons, is that we don't want to price it so high that you're sitting on the market for a long time, because, that doesn't look good to any buyer who's looking at it. So it's just, it's something to consider.
The buyers totally look at that. I mean, they go, oh, well, how many days has it been on the market? Oh, well, it's been on the market this long, then what's wrong? What happened? Da, da, da. So yeah, pricing is key.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I've even seen some homes that were, on the market, have been on the market for a couple months, and they decided to remove the listing, and they're probably planning to relist it in 2023. What do you guys think about that?
For sure. I think a lot of people will say, oh, I don't want to have my home on the market during the holidays, and the home goes off and it comes back like the first week of January.
I agree.
Yeah. I think that's it on our part.
But we know the holidays are coming up. We know there's a lot of illness going around. So we wish everyone to stay healthy and so they can enjoy their holidays with whoever they want to enjoy them with. And we hope it's great for everyone.
Right. So
yes. Happy holidays, everyone.
Called Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, Happy New Year. Bye, everybody.
Bye.